A few weeks ago, I sat down with the CEO of a manufacturing company. 4,000 employees, 5 plants, 3 administration offices, a consolidation coming in 90 days that was going to reshape both operations and production. He told me the consolidation made sense on paper. The financials were clean, the strategy was sound, the leadership team had already started communicating the change, and yet, trust was already eroding. The community had started talking. The chatter was centered on numbers, before and after the consolidation. And every conversation in the parking lot was a conversation the leadership team was not in. What the CEO called a communication problem was actually a coherence leak. The story they were telling in the boardroom did not match the story their employees were telling in the parking lot. In the boardroom, the story was a pursuit. We are consolidating to position the company for the next decade. Read through legibility, clean data, clear roadmap, defensible decisions. In the parking lot, the story was personal. Where will I park? Who picks up my kids if I'm working an extra 40 minutes from home? What happens to my marriage when I'm gone 2 more hours a day? 2 different floors of the stack, 2 different pillars, one story leaking from the foundation up. The first question I put to the leadership team was this: if I sat down separately with your board chair, your head of HR, and the person who has worked for you the longest, and I asked each of them why your organization exists, would I hear 3 versions of the same story or 3 different stories? They knew the answer before they answered it. So we went and sourced the actual story, not the consolidation story, the story underneath it. We did not talk to executives. We talked to the people who were going to be moved, operations supervisors who had taken the same route to work for 12 years, shift leads whose kids' schools were timed to the current commute, maintenance teams whose workplace identity was tied to a specific building they were now being asked to leave. What we heard was not resistance to consolidation. It was grief for a physical environment that had become part of how they lived their lives. That was the leak. That is what was running into the parking lot. Then we examined the community chatter, the numbers people were trading in the parking lot. 15% this, 22% that. The statistics were accurate. They just did not mean what the leadership team thought they meant. A number that reads as operational efficiency in the boardroom reads as my life is about to get harder in the parking lot. Same number, 2 different meanings, 2 different floors of the stack. We examined every statistic against the 4 quadrants: professional, personal, passions, pursuits, and we found the leak at the intersection of each one. The question that broke the leadership team open was this: when was the last time you let a room see you care about something that was not on your scorecard? And what happened to the temperature of that room when you did? Most of them could not remember. Together, we authored a news story for the company-wide meeting. Not a police report on the consolidation timeline, a kitchen table conversation about what was changing in people's lives, what the company was doing to make these changes survivable. The conviction came back into the room first. The resonance followed. The legibility took care of itself. The leak closed. The company-wide meeting is in 3 weeks. The consolidation did not get easier, but the trust came back into the room the moment the leadership team stopped describing what was happening to the company and started describing what was happening to the people inside it. That is the work. Source the real story. Examine where it is leaking. Author the one that holds. And the story does the rest.